Hello, good morning, and welcome to another very important segment of the Moment of Truth. We are looking at innovative business series, and today we want to look at systems-based business. We've been looking at what a business is, how to these different types of skills you require to run a successful business. But today we want to look at running your system based on running your business based on very specified systems and processes. It's been a wonderful session so far, and we are very grateful for the kind of feedback that we get about the program. Please, if you have any comment or question, just put it down at the comment section and we will be glad to get back to you. Businesses don't run themselves. People run business. And if people don't run the business well, the business will collapse. But if you run the business well, the business will thrive and will continue to thrive until you franchise or duplicate that business all over the world. But you must remember this, that your business will never run itself. And business don't run on chance. You must know the specific rules and regulations, the guidelines that helps every business to succeed. Now, people run a business through systems. You must run your business using a specified system. You can't afford to run a business based on trial and error. Now, I met someone who came to me one day and said, I'm having challenges with my financials. I don't know how to balance my account. And I asked the person, do you have a system in place that tells you how much money comes into your business and how much money goes out? And he said, no. And I said, well, how can you know about your finances if you don't have records of how much comes in and how much goes out? Now, you must run your business based on systems, based on very specified processes. Now, if you don't have a process of running your business already, I will strongly recommend that you get one as soon as you finish listening or watching this program. Now, for businesses that thrive, every successful business have 4 core functions. And I've learned this from the Touchstone Business Institute. It's a wonderful organization that have make running business very simple and easy to follow. They have a system, a software in place that will help you put all your activities into these 4 core functions. And we'll look at these core functions very briefly today. And I will recommend that immediately after this meeting, sit down on your own and see how you can collate all your business activities into these 4 core functions. Now, those who follow these 4 core functions will have their business run even when they are not around. You don't need to be around to make your staff or your partners do what they are supposed to do, especially when the world is now gone virtual. Now, the first core function from the Touchstone Business Systems is called getting the business. Now, when you open a business, when you begin or start your own business, the first thing that should be of utmost importance to you is, how do I get clients for my business? How do I get people to patronize my business? Because I've seen people who just, especially in this side of the world, you just open a shop and then you stock that shop with your goods and services, and then you wait for clients to come. Now, you must have a system in place that helps you get those clients to come to your shop, at least to look at what you have, and thereby you sell them. Now, getting the business has 2 core functions, and that is marketing, advertising, or sales. You must learn how to market your product. You must learn how to advertise your goods and services. You must learn how to talk to clients, people, prospective customers that are ready or will be willing to use whatever businesses that you are providing, services that you are providing. So the first core function is, how do I get the client? Now you could advertise your goods and services. Two, you could do one-on-one or mouth-to-mouth advertising. Three, you can go to media houses and see how you could advertise your goods and services for the world to come to patronize you. After all, if nobody knows what you are doing, nobody will be able to advertise or get to do your business with you. So please, sorry about that. You must know how to advertise your goods and services. So the first key function of a successful business is knowing how to get your client. And that is what we call getting the business. So running a successful business, first you must learn how to get a client or your prospective client. You must learn to save some money, set some money aside that will help you to get your customers or your prospective client. Now, the second core function of every successful business is actually doing the business. Now, when you get your client, come to you, you must know how to satisfy them. And this is what we call client fulfillment. You must learn how to make your client happy. You must learn how to make your client want to always come back. So the second core function of your client is, the question you ask yourself is, when my client comes, how do I give them the wow experience? How do I wow them? How do I make them fulfill? How do I make them want to come back? What special treatment can I give everybody that visits my company, my organization, my shop, that will want the person to come back? When I say my product or my service can deliver this, how do I ensure that that is actually what my client receives at the end of the day? So the second core function of your business is doing the business. Now, I have gone to some places and have seen a very poor customer service. And I tell you, very poor customer service. I remember when I wanted to buy a phone, and I told the shop owner, I have seen this phone somewhere and it's less by 1,000 naira. And the next statement that came out from the owner was, I'm doing you a favor. I became shocked. I mean, who is doing who a favor? Is it the owner of the business that is doing the client a favor? Or is it the client that is giving a favor to the owner of the shop? As a business owner, you can't afford to say such things. Your clients are the one that pay your bills. They're the one that run that business for you successfully. So you must learn how to wow them, how to make them happy, how to make them want to come back. Because especially when you have people who are doing similar business to your own, you need to understand how to do your business successfully and to wow your client. Now, the third core function of your business is actually guiding that business, running the business. Now, and that is related to internal processes. You must learn how to run a successful business, and that relates to your financials, and then it relates to your internal administration, hiring and firing, buying and selling, invoicing, stocking, and so on. You must learn how to run that business successfully. You must put systems in place that help you ensure that all your stakeholders, internal stakeholders, are doing what they're supposed to do to ensure that the business runs successfully. So the third core function of every successful business is actually running the business. So the first one is getting the business. You can't sit down and expect client to just know that you are offering such goods or services and to come to you. No, you must let the world know. And when the world come to you, and when your prospective customers come to you, you must learn how to turn them from prospects into actual customers, paying and buying customers. Two, you must, when they buy your goods or services, must provide the services, the promise that you gave to them, and you must be able to wow them. And the third function is actually running the business internally so that you continue to provide the services that your client will always expect from you. And then the last function of a successful business is guiding the business. And this is also very critical because you can't run a business that is stagnant. You must learn how to adapt. You must learn how to metamorphose. You must learn how to split that business. You must learn how to grow your business. And so that involves strategy for growth, strategy for improvement, strategy for advancement, as well as management, including leadership. So you must provide the vision and the mission, and you must not deviate from it. The last function is also very critical. You will not have to learn how to guide your business so that you don't jump from one thing to the other without establishing your name in one particular segment. So you must guide it within the boundaries with which you want that business to grow. We've seen people who started running a business and then they jump into another thing. They started with selling of furniture, they run into selling of television, electronics, and then they jump into another thing, and then they jump into selling of shoes. And before they know it, they've derailed from the real core functions, core desire, core pursuit of that business. And so you need people in place to always tell the organization you are derailing or you are doing well in the area which your strength lies. So we have 4 core functions that you must build into your business. This will reduce failure of the business. It will completely reduce unnecessary and unwarranted costs. Costs in terms of people not doing what they're supposed to do, labor costs, logistic costs, and so on. So these four core functions will help you run a very successful business. Please, if you have any comment, drop it in the comment section, and we will be glad to get back to you. Thank you so much again for being there today. We'll come your way again next week and see how we could bring someone who can help us discuss the issue of why businesses fail. Thank you so much for being there. I will look forward to having another rewarding time with you again soon. Yeah, we have a comment here. Thank you so much, Bako. Thank you for that word of encouragement. Yes, we will try to keep it up and we'll see how we can grow from it. And if you have suggestions on how the moment of truth could be enhanced to make it richer and better, please feel free to get in touch with us, and we'll be so glad to adjust also. Thank you again for being there. Make sure for you, if you have a business, please know how to get your client is of utmost importance. Clients don't come to you because you have a business. You go to them and sell your business to them, and then they will generate interest within them to make them want to patronize you. Nobody opens a business, sit down, and the business will just grow. There are certain things you must do, and one of it is that you must learn how to get clients. You must learn how to get prospective clients for your business. Those who don't do this, the business will fail. Now, after getting the client, you must know how to satisfy your client. You must give them what they want. And then you must know how to run their internal processes to ensure that the business always delivers on its promises. And finally, you must learn how to grow and franchise your business if possible in the shortest possible time. Thank you again. It was nice being with you today. We look forward to next week. Same time by 11 a.m. Thank you again and have a very wonderful evening and week ahead. Bye for now.